My name is Jonas, and today I'm going to talk about fame and hunger in the world. So, I'd like to start to talk about my history a little bit. So, as you can see, 1992, it was my house in Brazil. So, you can see properly because it was covered with plastic. So, because in 1992, when the rain, my father put the plastic for cover our house because otherwise the water get in. So now I'd like to say that fame and hunger is not just a subject that I saw in the news. It's not a subject that I heard about it. It's not just a subject that I read in newspaper. This topic, this subject, fame and hunger, is a subject that is part of my life. It's part of my childhood. So I remember that in this time, my father didn't have job, my mother as well. So every single day, about 7 a.m., my older brother, in the second picture, and me went to a neighbor's house to get a bread. So this guy, he worked in a bakery. So every morning he arrived there, and we take the line because it was a line for took the bread. And the guy gave us bread, a lot of kind of bread, sweet or not. And this bread, it was our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner. So fame and hunger is a part of my life. It's a subject that I faced in my past. So today, I'm not just going to talk about my history, but I'd like to talk about fame and hunger in Mongolia. I'd like to talk about fame and hunger in Brazil. I'd like to talk about fame and hunger in India. And I'd like to talk about fame and hunger in Bangladesh and in the whole world. So I'd like to divide my presentation in some parts which are fame and hunger. So I'd like to talk about the difference between fame and hunger. And then I'd like to talk about impacts of hunger, impacts of fame, sustainable solution, conclusion. Then I will open to answer if you have some questions. And we make a discussion in the final, and I show you my reference. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's start. So, according to World Resource, we have two groups. So the first group is the hunger. So people who suffer, who feel hungry, is people who have a little quantity of food. So they have food, but it's not enough. These people usually is people malnutrition. So hunger, people have food, a little quantity of food, but it's not enough. So hunger leads these people to malnutrition. And then, I have the other group is fame. People who is in the group of fame, they don't have any food. They have lack access, food access. So fame leads people to die, to death. So the first group, hunger, people have a little quantity of food, but they are malnutrition. If fame, if people who doesn't have any food and is lead to die. So it was clear?
Yes.
The difference? So let's move on for impacts of hunger. So about 800 million people in the world is in the group of hunger. 8 million people in the world is in the group of hunger. And the situation is not just in Brazil, Mongolia, India, Bangladesh. The situation is in 552 countries in the world. So doesn't matter if the country is developed or not, we have this situation in 52 countries in the world. So according to Global Concern Classroom, we have 4 reasons for the cause of hunger, which are war and conflicts. So, for example, in Africa, we have some religious conflicts. So people who fight about religion they don't have food, or Syrians refugee as well. The other reason is more common is climate change. So everyone know about this update subject. So about the climate change, many areas don't have animal, as Priscilla showed us yesterday. Many areas doesn't have water, rain. So the guys then can produce food in this area. The other reason